Yep, you seen the title, you seen the thumbnail, and we pulling that crock pot out again today. So get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, let's get started. So right here we have our pork chops. I'm using bone-in pork chops. You can use the boneless pork chop, that works also. Here I have some garlic butter. Now, if you don't have garlic butter, you can use regular butter, but I'm using garlic butter for this particular recipe. We have our red potatoes here. We're using some garlic cloves here. In these two dishes, I have ranch seasoning, I have apple cider vinegar, some salt, some pepper, and right here we have olive oil. So that's all you need for this particular recipe. Simple, guys, but absolutely delicious. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is prepare our ranch mixture. We're gonna add our apple cider vinegar to our olive oil, and we're gonna add our ranch dry seasoning here, and we're just gonna give this a good mix. Try to get all the lumps out of it. So this is what we have. Let's go ahead and continue. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start seasoning our pork chops. So I'm gonna take our salt, and we're gonna add it to our pork chops, add a little pepper. Well, for me, more than a little, I love pepper. Some dry ranch seasoning also. And what I'm gonna do is just get this mixed together. And this just adds some additional flavor to the meat. So when we sear it, that flavor is gonna intensify. All right, so that's what we have. Let's go ahead and get over to our cooktop so we can get started. All right, so now we're over here at the cooktop. I'm gonna add a little olive oil to there. And we wanna get this heated up, bring it up to temperature. I just wanna let you know that this step is totally optional. You can go straight to the crock pot with these, but I like the searing because searing brings out that additional flavor. Like I said, it intensifies the flavor once we get that nice sear on it. So I'm gonna start adding our chops here. And we're not trying to cook these all the way through. We just want a nice sear on them. All right, this is enough for me, just that nice little sear on the top. I don't want to cook them all the way through. As you can see, guys, look what we have right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start hitting these or putting these in our on a plate while we do the other three. Take a look at that. All right, so I'm gonna sit these on a plate. Now we're gonna add our other three, get those nice and nicely seared. All right, let's get these flipped over. All right, it looks like we're good here too. Take a look at what we have. Nice sear. We're gonna add these to the same plate. I'm gonna set this aside, turn this off, and we're heading over to the crock pot. Let's get started, guys. Okay, now we're at the crock pot. What we're gonna start doing is adding our potatoes. Before I add my pork chops, because I want some of this, I want our potatoes to have some flavor too. I'm just gonna kind of drizzle some of this ranch seasoned mixture around our potatoes just like that. Just so it has a little bit. And guys, I'm gonna throw some garlic in here between there, a couple of cloves like that. And you know what, while I was thinking, I said, you know what else be good to help bring out some flavor? We're gonna add some onions right here too. Just a few onions in here. Y'all already know what the onions do. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna bring our pork chops back in, and we're gonna add these babies in here on top of it. And I'm just gonna add that juice from the pork chops over here just like that. That's just, oh man. Guys, you gotta make sure that flavor is there every step of the way. I'm just gonna set a few garlic cloves right up in here along with some more onions. So I cut up like a small sweet onion. I'm gonna take the remainder of our ranch and olive oil mixture, and I'm just pouring it over the pork chops just like this. Guys, this looks absolutely amazing. And last but not least, add that garlic butter. Guys, you already see where I'm going with this in terms of flavor. We're gonna knock this one out of the park. And all we have to do now is cover this up, and we're gonna cook this on high heat for 3 hours, or you can do it on low for 5 to 6 hours. No need for all that. 3 hours would be good on a high heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this turned on. And guys, we're gonna check back about an hour into our cooking process, all right? See what we're working with. All right, so we're about 3 hours in. This smells absolutely delicious. Let's go ahead and get it on the plate over to our cut board so we can do a final presentation and get into quality control. Man, let's go. Now, it's quality control time. Y'all already know our favorite part of the show. Man, I got our ranch pork chops here on the plate with some, our red potatoes. Man, oh my God, smells like heaven. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna start here with these, with the potatoes, see what they taste like. Melt in your mouth. Now, I will say this. I did forget to add a little salt and pepper directly to the potatoes. I should have done that, but you don't actually really need it because still got that olive oil and ranch mixture that's still giving it a little flavor. But if I would have hit it with that little salt and pepper, would took it to the next level. All right, so let's try these pork chops. This is what I'm waiting on. Whew. Oh. Oh man. Tender. Flavor is phenomenal. God, I know I told you that the searing step is optional. No, it's not. Mandatory. Make sure you sear it. That adds a lot of additional flavor to it. And also don't forget to season your pork chops. See, I ain't forget that. That's what helped these pork chops along with that olive oil and ranch mixture. Man, these babies are good, tender. Guys, you're gonna enjoy this one. So, oh man, let's get one more. I'm gonna have a ball with these. So, until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. Y'all already know, this is All Wings Everything. And remember, I'm not a chef. I just like to cook. Or I just cook a lot. And I'm out. Peace.